Hello, lovely employment services professionals. Why I'm making this video? Because I want to encourage you to join the Reverse Marketing Masterclass, which I'm running at the beginning of December. I want you to have a fresh start to the month and also start January of 2025 ready to hit the floor running. Now, this masterclass has been valuable to so many employment practitioners. We've been running it for many years and it gets better and better. People have been saying how new employment practitioners have said how this has helped them have a roadmap and they have a clear picture of where to go. Employment practitioners that have been in the job for a long time and were losing motivation said how this has re-energized them and helped them connect with their purpose and motivation. So it's highly valuable. I'm going to share with you some of the things that we will cover and what you'll get out of these topics. So what we'll cover is, number one, we're going to talk about how to develop the confidence and motivation to reverse market. Now, some people start off all motivated, ready to go, but through the time of doing this role, being let down by some of their job seekers and some of employers, they might lose the motivation. Other times you've got people that come in, they want to help, they have the right intentions, but they don't have the confidence to pick up the phone and make a cold call to a stranger. They might have a fear of all that rejection, all those no's. So we're going to give you the tools of how you can navigate that and stay resilient and develop the confidence and motivation and stay confident and motivation. Number two, I'm going to share with you how to implement various reverse marketing strategies, different methods of how to reach the employers. I want you to think outside the box and think in an innovative way, not just think, okay, let me go on Seek and find what jobs are available and call up the employer and say, do you have any vacancies? No, I want you to tap into the job market, which could be hidden, or there could be jobs that might not even exist, and create opportunities for your job seekers. Number three, we're going to talk about how to build an employer pipeline. So a lot of times employment practitioners might have an employer's phone number, whether they get it online off Seek or they get it at a networking event, and then they contact them once, they don't get through, they lose that number, they write it down somewhere. No, we need to value that lead. We need to put it in our database, build a database of employer leads, and know how to strategically create a cadence, a follow-up cadence in order to nurture those leads and create more touch points and create more opportunities to be able to speak to them and opportunities for our job seekers. We're going to cover how to develop trust and build long-term relationships. This is also quite important in smaller towns where relationships are everything. So how to build that trust, that credibility, that consistency when it comes to employers, dealing with employers, and also being that go-to person, the trusted advisor, the trusted employment advisor when you're dealing with employers and also job seekers as well. I'm going to share with you different strategies of how to stand out in a competitive labor market. And it's not just obviously you standing out, it's your services. It's how to help your job seekers stand out as well, and how to talk to the employer about your job seeker in a way that resonates with them, where they're like, okay, what's in it for me? How can this person be able to add value to my business? And finally, I think the most important thing is how to make those cold calls and those cold canvassing when you go door knocking, those face-to-face cold canvasses. I'm going to share with you how to walk away with a step-by-step framework and script examples of how to get the employee's attention within the first 15 seconds and get them curious to open up their minds to want to continue to have that conversation with you. Now, why is this important? Because at the end of the day, this is probably the most intimidating part. A lot of people don't know how to do it, or sometimes it's just generic, do you have any vacancies? Or they introduce their job service provider or their job seeker in a very generic way where they're not going to stand out or help that job seeker stand out as well. Now, in 2.5 hours, that's all I can give you. I want to give you so much more. So I wanted to give you a few more, but then I was looking at the session plan and I've ran this many times. 2.5 hours is quite tight. For this session, I'm going to give you more bonuses. So usually I give a download and I might give an extra webinar replay, but I'm going to give you extra bonuses. So the two topics bonuses that I'm going to give you, which I think are quite important, so you'll get recordings to them and you'll get them after the session, is how to overcome employer objections. Because many times we get objections with employers, whether they have preconceived notions about people that are unemployed or people with barriers or people with disabilities. So we need to not only overcome those objections, but be advocates for our job seekers. Also, this is quite a common question and challenge I often hear. How do I navigate the apply online response? So I'm going to show you the strategy to tackle this most common response from employers, and you'll get that in the post masterclass recording. You also get 47-page comprehensive download with reverse marketing materials, frameworks, and scripts. And also I'm going to give you 1-year access to help more people into work by using LinkedIn webinar recording. Now, do not underestimate LinkedIn. I've helped so many people tap into the most difficult employers, HR managers, recruiters are the ones that say apply online, and I help them develop the personal brand and the relationship and the trust through LinkedIn with many employers as well. So this is quite a valuable webinar that you'll get access to. Now you're going to get all of this for $47. That's an early bird special. And I hope you can join, and I'm excited to see you there.